Hey, what's up? G.S Mimi そうですね。ちょっとぶっちゃけたことを言いますと、ネタが切れてきてるんですよ。毎日毎日撮って、喋りたいんですけど、本当に喋ることがなくって、毎日だって同じ生活なんだもん、ここ。本当にもちろん時間割とか違うんですけど、1週間の時間割は決まってて、で、次の週また同じ時間割だから、ある程度喋っていくと、特に喋ることがないんですね。毎日どんな感じかとか喋ってもいいんですけど、興味ありますか？そんなの。ないよね。だって、耳だったらつまんないもん、そんなの。だって他人の毎日の生活とか面白くない。だからみんながじゃあ見てくれてる人がいるのかもそんなによくわかんないんだけど、もし見ててこういうの聞きたいとかそういうサジェッションあったらもうめっちゃ今欲してる時です。お願いだから誰かコメントしてって感じです。本当にもう反応がわかんないから、しかもイギリス行って全然喋ったりとか会ったり誰とも会ったりしてないから、日本にいる人と。だからもう本当にこれ見てる人がどういう反応してるのかがもうマジでわかんなくてちょっと怖いので、本当にね、ちょっとでも何でもいいので感想聞かせてください。開示した方がいいんじゃない？これもっとこうした方がいいんじゃないってやつも全然大歓迎なので、本当にコメントが欲しいです。サジェッションとかあったらお願いします。こういうの聞きたいとか言ってくれると本当に嬉しいのでね。そういうのがない限り本当に自分が一番いいと思うことをやり続けるので、マジでもうつまんなかったら言ってくださいね、すぐ。マジで本当にマジで言ってください。じゃあ今日何喋ろうっていうので、またほらすごい困ってるんですよ。本当に喋ることがないから、ぜひとも喋りたいんですけどすいません。そう、風邪は回復しました。耳回復イエーイ。まあね、100% 回復したっていうか、ちょっとまだ咳は出るんですけど、もう全然授業も行ってるし、イギリスで風邪ひいて一人で治しました。人生で初めて一人で治したっていうね、ちょっと誇らしげなんですけども、そうだよね。これからはそういうこともできるようになっていかないとダメですね。はい。じゃあそろそろちょっとやっぱりもう学校が忙しくってね、編集がしたくてもする時間がないんですよ。でもやっぱりちょっと編集してクオリティ高めの動画もそろそろ上げていかないとなと思って、ちょっと編集頑張ろうかなって思ってます、最近。あとサムネもちゃんとつけようかなって思ってます。でもやっぱりちょっと学校が忙しいので、本当にあれですね。でも YouTube も頑張りたいのでね、だから本当に誰かからのアイディアとか、本当にこういうのを聞きたいとかいうやつが本当に欲しいんです、マジで。もう元気だからやる気満々です。 Yes. Right, yeah, so it's getting cold in England. I mean, obviously, it's always cold in winter, but it's starting to get really cold, and it's gonna get more colder. So, yeah. I have an apple, so I could eat it right now. Okay, this is so unnecessary. What should I talk about? Really, literally, I really have nothing to talk about. I really need more ideas. You wanna hear? So usually in England, I'm just gonna talk about the normal days in England, like how is it like and things like that. I don't think I've talked about it in details poured, haven't I? Yeah, so first I wake up, obviously, and then I usually wake up at 6:30, and then I call my mum. So it's because of kind of like there's a time difference between Japan and England. It's like 8 hours difference, so we need to like, you know, arrange a time to call with my mom or like with my friend or whoever is in Japan. And the best timing is in the morning in here. Yeah, in the afternoon it's just like, you know, midnight at like 2 o'clock in Japan, so it's crazy. So I have to wake up early, and then I usually call my mom if I can. Sometimes I don't, but this morning I did, and then I'm like, hi, good morning, and I have breakfast. But the thing is, like, in the breakfast time, like, there's too many people coming, because like obviously we have so many students in this school, like, but the dining hall is not as big as, like, it doesn't have that capacity to fit all the students in, so like we have to queue up, we have to wait quite a long time, like usually like 10 minutes or so. So I prefer not to go to the dining room, and I just eat something that I have, something like, well, I had bread today, I have it in my room, so I'm not really sure if I'm allowed. That's what I do, because, you know, I'd rather do my stuff during the queuing time. And you know, we basically eat the same thing, like even if I go to the dining room, we just eat like, in, I don't know, cereals and stuff like that. So yeah. And then after that we have time until like about 8:30, and then we go downstairs and we meet up with this it's called a roll call in England. It's like we meet up with the students and like just check if everybody's in the house and if everybody's alive, things like that. And then we go to the school. It depends on the students actually, because like everybody has a different timetable. Like I usually have the first period on Monday, but I don't think I have first period on Wednesday. I have first period on tomorrow, but like somebody who has the first period have to go to school straight away after the roll call. But like for people who don't have the first period, like it's called a free period, and so they could like just have a free time in that time, so that's good. Yeah, this kind of a new thing to me, because like, you know, in Japan, Japanese high schools still have the timetable like all packed, like scheduled from the morning to the end, right? I haven't went to like normal high school in Japan, so I don't really know, but I assume so. I think it's like that. I think my friend, did I just stop? No, I didn't. I think my friend told me, yeah. It's quite different. It's more like a university in Japan, I think, because like you can choose the subject. You can choose like 3 to 4 subjects in here, because we're taking A-levels, and then like the timetable, everybody has the different timetable, so you have to be aware of your own timetable, like where you're supposed to be and like what time. So it kind of like, you know, you kind of have to have this kind of time management and things like that. Also, you know, when you take A-levels, like teachers tell me that you have to study, like, you know, you have to have more time to study by yourself. Like it's kind of different from IGCSE that we used to take before we take this A-level. It's like in the one I took in IGCSE, you just go to the class and then you take notes, and then the teacher gives you the prep, so you go back and then do the prep, and like that's kind of the routine that you take, and sometimes revise when you have the test. But like in A-levels, you have to have more time to do it by yourself, so you have to kind of like, you know, revise by yourself, so there are less prep and there are less works within the lessons, but you have to kind of take care of yourself if you want to catch up with the lessons and if you want to take good grades and things like that. So yeah, it's quite interesting. I mean, I think you will become more independent. Like, they treat us more like an adult rather than a child in sixth form college. So yeah. Something like that. What was I talking about? So I was talking about the daily thing. Yeah, so after that you have the first period, and then you have the lessons pause until lunchtime, and on lunchtime again you have to line up. So but in lunchtime, I'm hungry, so I just line up, and then I have the lunch, and after that you sometimes have the afternoon class, and then some people have activities in clubs after that. And I do karate, so I go to karate lessons. It's martial arts, things like that. I really enjoy that. And then you have this kind of a free time until dinner. Some people go out to town. I usually don't, because I don't have much to buy. I mean, I could buy online, rather than going out and buy them by myself. But it's nice to go out because you can enjoy kind of the outside view of the school. It's more enjoyable and it's kind of refreshing. Yeah, for especially when you're boarding in schools, you don't really get much chance to go out. So yeah. And at night, basically until 9 o'clock you have to stay in school, and I usually go to the library and then do the prep. So until 9 o'clock is the time you have to finish your whole revising or whatever, study and prep and things like that. And after that, from 9 o'clock to around 10 o'clock, you have again kind of a free time. So I'm not really sure if you could go out. I think you're allowed to go out to town again, actually. I've never went out because it's completely dark outside. It's kind of scary, so I stay in schools. But some people I think go out. I'm not really sure what other people are doing, but yeah, so 9 to 10 is kind of free time. That's the time I usually take this YouTube. Yeah. At night. Mind if I eat apple? I'm sure if I'm talking to. Fine. I took this from the dining hall actually. I'm not really sure if I'm allowed. Should be fine. So 食べる前はリンゴを必ず拭いてから食べないと気が済まんで、ちょっと汚いような気がするんで、いろんな人の待っても何分かな、もう13分か、そろそろ yeah, I have to go. Yeah, because YouTube people who watch YouTube tend to get bored after 10 minutes. That's what I heard. So I try to finish within 10 minutes, but I usually go through because when I talk, I'm not really a talkative person, but when I start talking, I can't really stop, and especially in YouTube, I'm the only one, so I feel I have to keep talking, and then I go too much, I go kind of too far, so I really have to know how to adjust that kind of thing. But it's good though. I mean, if I keep stopping, it's gonna be more boring. So it's good. You know when you eat apple? リンゴを選別するときはですね、私はこの濃い色のリンゴが一番美味しい気がするんですね。薄い色のやつだとなんか硬すぎるっていうか、ちょっと酸っぱい時があるの。この色が濃いリンゴってなんか美味しいんですよ。たまになんかでも海外行くとなんかほんと黒っぽい、ちょっと黒すぎるリンゴがあったりして、それちょっと怖いから食べないんですけど、こういういい感じの赤いリンゴが一番うまいですね、やっぱり。前の学校でリンゴを盗んでって明日の朝食べようと思ってほっといて、朝起きたらなんかスポンジみたいになんかシュワってなって全然美味しくなくってびっくりしたのを覚えてます。リンゴをほっとくっていうことはあんましたことなかったんで、リンゴってちょっと時間とするとすぐスポンジみたいになっちゃうんですね。知らなかったので、ちゃんとリンゴを取った時は早めに食べようと思ってます。ストックにね、向いてるのはやっぱバナナとみかんですね。バナナは黒くなってきたところとか、こう食べ時がこうすぐ見てわかるのでバナナはいいと思います。みかんはね、個人的には結構長持ちするなっていう感覚があるので、わかんないですけど、フルーツなんか生もんだから早めに食べた方がいいには越したことないんですけど。はい、じゃあちょっとそろそろ行きますね。みんな暇になっちゃうと思うんで、ちょっと面白いアイディアあったら教えてくださいね。お願いします。本当にお願いします。面白いアイディアあったら、面白くなくてもいいです。単に個人的になんかこういうのどうなのとかいろいろ聞いてください。コメントで全部答えてくんで。あとチャンネル登録よろしくお願いします。いいねもぜひお願いします。バイ。